he the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make fans. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we don't want.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League, Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. 29-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 23-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry. Back.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, he's going deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
We got 4. Hurry. Anybody's coming. Watch him. Hey. Left. Hey, alert. Hurry.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Check 99. Check 90. Next spot. Right. That's it. Check 59.
On 2nd and inches, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson able to get him for a loss of about 3. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the count. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Check 31, check 31.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery.
You ain't doing nothing.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Point it right.
Now Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Motion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Move. Scoot. I'm coming after you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And our first update now from Nashville. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game, and we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Jackson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. That one caught out wide by Boykin. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
59. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
Set, ready. 60 outlaw.
4 down. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Ravens 6, Browns nothing.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. It's time to crack. Oh, yeah. Cut. Here we go again.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line.
Kill.
Play action. It's Jackson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check 31. Switches. Switch it.
Here's Jackson to throw again. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Real. Hey, Steve 6. Steve, my time.
Mayfield down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Alert, 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 alert.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And look at this, it's a fake, and the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
180.
Mayfield on 1st down. It's caught, reception by Holmes. And he's got this down to the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Shit. 91 is the mic. I know he ain't got it. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mic 91. Here we go, here we go. 91.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson going for the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Me and you all day.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I'm coming after you. Tighten up, tighten up.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he will find his man on the outside. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw it this time. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Ready? Ready? Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But now,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a third and long here. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup.
180. Mike 91. Go, go, go.
First down, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Hudson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Complete to Miles Boykin. 10 yards on the pickup.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Hey, let's go. Watch the backer.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
What we got? Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Here we go. Zoom. 34's the Mike, 34.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 94 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Watch the safety creep.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the interception, Mayfield airing one out deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Switch up, switch up. 51's the must, 51's the must.
After the interception, here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. They were trying to go to Brown once again.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jannard Avery. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mack Wilson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
180. 49.
Well, a design run for their wideout. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Watch the twist. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Go.
Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Holmes has got it complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now. Throwing again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And that's caught inside the 30. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is taken at the 3. The Browns drive about to get started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Check 91. 91 is the mic.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Kill. Hey, alert 33. Hurry. Shoot. Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert.
Third and long for Mayfield. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you..."
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel. And then rush coming, and he's taken down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them. and continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Browns, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not